Hey guys, welcome back to Living La Vida Tagalog. Today I'm making salmon sisig. So sisig is like a typical dish that you'll probably find at a family gathering, and it's usually pulutan. I think I got it right this time. So I'm always looking for new ways to incorporate a seafood dish or change a meat dish to a seafood dish for us. So I'll make sure to put the recipe information down below for anyone that wants to give it a try. You'll see it in the description. I mean, very simple, basic ingredients. I've always got garlic, which I will mince and chop up really small. I will have a sisig mix. Sometimes I'll do it without it. It just kind of depends, but I did find that I had some in the pantry, so I'm gonna probably sprinkle a little bit of this on there. Definitely an onion, usually a purple onion. Today I only had yellow onions, so I'm gonna use the yellow. And then I usually chop up some different color peppers. So today I've got orange and yellow mini peppers, and then I got one big red bell. The best thing to have with your sisig is calamansi. If you don't have calamansi, lemon or lime will do. I have a lemon here. I might use it, but we're very fortunate that my in-laws have a very beautiful calamansi tree in their backyard. So I can actually just get down the road or send somebody down the road to pick up a small bag of calamansi, and we can have that with our sisig. And then obviously, of course, the ultimate piece is the salmon. I went to Costco earlier today, and this is what, a 3-pound piece of salmon, and I'm actually probably gonna cut it into 3 different portions and cook multiple dishes with it. But for the purpose of this particular video today, it's just going to be the salmon sisig from that piece. All right, so I'm gonna start off with prepping some of my garlic. Who's this, Rowan?
Baby Yoda?
Baby Yoda?
Baby.
I'm gonna rinse my peppers now because they are very clearly dirty. I can actually see the dirt on these guys. I'm not super careful about making sure that all the seeds are out. You could definitely do that. It just really depends on how polished you want your dish to look. I don't actually have like measurements per se that I use when I cook. I mean, I do, but I also don't. I tend to eyeball it pretty often, so I don't actually know how much peppers are in here. My guess was that this was about 2 cups worth of peppers, and I'd say it was pretty close. The 2 is right there. Next up is always my not so favorite part, and that's chopping the onion. I always end up with tears. I've tried not many different hacks to be rid of the tears. I kind of feel like it's if you're not crying, you're not cutting it right. Onion's done, garlic's done, peppers are done. I'm gonna pop those in the pan, saute them, and a little bit of butter. Look at this massive piece of salmon. Oh, they already removed the skin, so I don't have to do the hack today. Oh geez, that's huge. All right, so like I said, I'm just gonna try to cut it into some smaller pieces so that way it fits in the pan a little bit easier. I always like to cook using cast iron skillets. That looks better. Got that little bit of glisten happening. Now I'm gonna toss in my peppers. Remember, 2 cups of diced peppers, red, yellow, orange, green if you wanted. Yeah. I'd say that looks about done. It's just a little bit crispy on the top. I ended up cooking it for a total of 11 minutes on low broil altogether. So now what I do is I add in all of my onions and peppers and break it all up into little teeny tiny pieces. So hot in the oven. All right, so I just added about half of this package because it says that the whole package would be used for 2.2 pounds or 1 kilo of meat. So I just did half of it in about 1/8 a cup of water because it says 1/4 for the whole thing. So I just did about 1/8. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this and add it into here, what I've got all stirred up, break it up even more, and then I'm gonna put this back in and broil it a second time so that all of the pieces of the salmon get that whole crispy chicharroni type of flavoring to them. I've also got a little bit of lemon here, so I'm gonna squeeze that on the top. We ended up not getting any calamansi, so just gonna do that for now. And since the first go around when I cooked it was at 11, I'm gonna go with like 6, maybe 7 minutes this time. And the same thing, I'm just gonna keep checking on it, looking at it, making sure that it's not getting too crispy. And I might take it out in between and sort of stir it up so that way some other pieces can get crispy as well. All right, so I kind of feel like the sisig is done. It could probably go in for even a few more minutes if I wanted it to be even more crunchier. I actually do prefer it a little bit crunchier, so I think I am gonna go ahead and put it in for just a couple more minutes on low. I was actually thinking about what would you all do with your sisig? Like, how would you eat it? Would you eat it with just a little bit of rice, with a soy sauce mixture, with a topping, with an egg? Would you eat it just, you know, standalone as it is? Or would you eat it with something like chips? I think of, when I see sisig, I think of ceviche. And with ceviche, it is most commonly eaten on a tostada or with some tortilla chips. So I would totally eat sisig with tortilla chips. To me, like, that makes sense. But I'd love to hear what you all would eat your sisig with. So please drop comments below and share with me what you would do with your sisig. All right, so here it is, salmon sisig. Pretty easy, quick to do, doesn't take very long, super delicious dish. Perfect with a cerveza. I'm gonna eat a little bit of it with some pita chips. I suspect my husband will probably have some with rice, and I don't know what the kids are gonna do. I do have some other dishes to cook though, so I gotta get going. That way I can get that done before it gets too dark outside. As always, like, subscribe, follow for more videos and updates, new recipes, new adventures, and got till next time. What you got, Robo? Share your new friend. Don't put him on the counter, I've got garlic up here. All right, Mommy's trying her sisig with a little bit of rice.
I'm gonna have my own lemon.
Just the right amount of like citrusy, calamansi, crispy enough, still very moist. I'm set up. I can't turn off the camera with salmon fingers. Not till next time. Salamat po.
No! No! Come on, dude.